Hey guys, in this video, I want to show you guys how to update your unit. But first things first, in order to even do that, you need to ensure that you're on your Wi-Fi or on the internet. If you check one of our previous videos, we show you guys how to do it. So make sure you do that first before even attempting this. Otherwise, you won't be able to get to the repositories or the servers to get the new updates. So with that said, and you know what, we've actually deployed an update to the theme. So we'll use that as an example after updating, just to make sure that the update actually worked. So the update to the theme, what it is, it's actually it's a feature or an added feature where you can change the controllers to the system logos, and I'll give you an example why we chose to do that. Let's navigate to, yeah. So here you'll see my collection of Super Nintendo games. And then if I go to the left here, there's another collection of Super Nintendo games, but this is actually Super Nintendo CD. And because they use the same controllers, that's why they look exactly the same. Now, you can see how that could be a bit confusing, and you're like, okay, well, which one's which, right? So that's the reason behind this update that we've deployed. So I'll show you guys how to actually do that after you update. But first things first, let's actually update this thing. Now, so once again, I've connected to my Wi-Fi, and I want to go back into the Retro Launcher tool there, or the app. Now I'm actually going to just go to the left a little because I have it connected to my personal network, and I don't want to expose my network information. So I'm gonna press A once I get to Retro Launcher, and I do understand that I could probably take this in post and blur out the IP address and network information, but I'm just lazy. So anyways, with that said, once you launch Retro Launcher, you're going to see the screen here. And this app allows you to do a number of things, like install different themes. You can do the update that we're talking about, and what we're going to do now. You can set up the Wi-Fi, which we did in a previous video. On the right side, you'll see network information, you'll see battery information, CPU stuff, disk usage, and whatnot. So for this video, we want to go to System Update. Now, if you haven't done an update yet, chances are that's going to say System Update and not Full System Update. But I've already done the update, and it's already updated the interface. So I'm going to go to Full System Update, but for you, go to System Update, and then I'm going to push A. And then once I do that, it's going to do a whole bunch of stuff, and you see close gets lit up. Once you see that, that means the update is done, and you're good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit close. I'm going to go back to here. So I'm going to push A, and it took me back to the screen. Now, what you want to do now is actually just exit. So right now, as it sits, we've done our update. We're pretty much done. Excuse me, we're pretty much done. But we have one thing to do, is change up the theme so that way it shows the system logos. So as from an update perspective, it's done, but let's just see if the update actually worked. So what you want to do is actually exit this. So at the bottom, hit the F6 button, which is right under quit. And then once you do that, it's going to take you back to the systems. I'm going to hit B to get out. Now, we've made the update, but we need to tell the operating system or we need to make the operating system realize that there has been a change. So in order to do that, we need to restart the interface. So I'm going to hit F6, and then I'm going to go to quit. And then I am going to restart Emulation Station. And then once you see that, it's going to ask you, do you really want to? I'm going to click yes. And then it's restarting the interface. And now we've restarted it. So let's see if that update that we did actually happened. So we want to change these up to the actual system logos. I'm going to go to F6. It should be under UI settings, theme configuration, and then it's the system view that we've added. And there you go. You're going to see a new one called logos. Let's go ahead and hit A on that, and then let's just get out, back. So it's refreshing the interface once more. Hit back, and then voila, there you go. So now you have changed up your theme to display system logos. Now, remember I was talking about Super Nintendo, so there it is, Super Nintendo CD, and then you have Super Nintendo. So yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. Hope this was helpful, and stay tuned for more.